Hi St John's parents and possibly children. I want to do a quick video for you because I know that my letters can get a bit long because I'm trying to give you a lot of information in one go, and I think it might be easier if I just spoke to you. So I want to talk about what happens when a child has a confirmed case of COVID. So we've asked you up until now to keep your children at home if they have any of the three main symptoms of coronavirus. So that is a temperature, or a continuous cough, or a change to their sense of taste or smell. So you don't have to have all of those, just one. And I'd like to thank you because you have been really good, and you have kept children off if they've displayed those symptoms. However, when a child does have a test and it comes back positive, that has then obviously implications for the children at school and the staff who have been in close contact with them. So I want to just talk to you about what then happens, because we don't make that up. We get advice from Public Health England and also from the DfE, the Department for Education, and they guide schools as to what to do if a child has a case of COVID, or indeed if an adult who works in the building has. So if a child has been at home, they've been poorly, they've taken the test and it comes back positive, I then have to call Public Health England, and they will ask a series of questions, a lot of questions, about where the child has been, who the child's been in contact with, a whole myriad of questions, and they then decide what the school should do as a result. Usually that is to send home the bubble that child has been in. So at St John's we work in year group bubbles. So if a child in year 6 were to have a positive case, their bubble is the staff and other children in year 6. No other children have come into contact with year 6. And that's the reason for having bubbles, so that if somebody is ill, it only impacts that group of children in school. So the positive test comes in, we ring Public Health England, and they advise as to what to do next. In general, that is, they say, send home the bubble that child has been in, and the children in that bubble need to self-isolate for 14 days. And what that means is they go home and they stay at home. In terms of the rest of that child's household, they don't need to self-isolate. They have not been in contact directly with the child who has tested positive. So they don't have to self-isolate. So if your child is in year 6, you collect them from school, they stay at home, you can do whatever you normally need to do, as long as somebody can look after your child at home, which I know is difficult. But you can, apart from childcare issues, you can go to work, you can go to school to pick up your other children. Their siblings can still go to school because they haven't been in direct contact with the child that's in year 6. So year 6 go home, they stay at home, but everybody else can carry on as normal. If your child then started to display any symptoms of coronavirus, then you would take them for a test. They do not need a test unless they display the symptoms of coronavirus. I do understand that having your child at home for 14 days is going to be tricky. I'm in the same situation. I have children too, and it's really difficult. But those are the rules. That is the way they are trying to stop it spreading beyond the person that had it. So the problem with coronavirus seems to be that you are contagious, so you are giving people your germs before you know that you are poorly, like chickenpox. So by the time you're feeling ill, you've already shared your germs with people. And that's what makes it so difficult to control, because obviously when you're ill, you'd stay at home and you wouldn't give people your germs, but it's because you don't know you're ill. That's when it becomes an issue. And so the 14 days at home is supposed to give your child enough time for, if they're going to become ill, they will start to display symptoms within those 14 days. So again, you only take them for a test if they start displaying symptoms. If your child is displaying symptoms and you're taking them for a test, all of your household, so everybody that lives with you in your house, should then stay at home until you get the test results. So I am currently today, I'm at home because my son has got a terrible cough, and I took him for a test on Saturday. It hasn't come back yet, so we don't know whether it's COVID or just a cold. But until I know what it is, I have to stay here and work from home. So does my husband, so does my daughter. It's a pain in the neck, but it means if it does turn out to be positive, we haven't all been out potentially spreading coronavirus everywhere we go. So if you think about me, if that test turned out to be positive and I had come to school, I could potentially have spread those germs all over the school. And that's why it's so important to stay at home if anybody in your house has got symptoms, because none of us would spread it on purpose, but we could be accidentally spreading it before we've had a test result. So if you have a cough, a temperature, or a change in your taste of your sense of taste or smell, then you need to get a test. You do not need to get a test if you've just been sent home to self-isolate because somebody in your bubble had a positive result. I hope that makes it a little bit clearer, and I will try and do another letter to outline what I've just said again. Keep safe, everybody. Thank you. Bye.